Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with the 14th layout using the February hip kit, and I'm showing you the stamp that I'm going to use on this layout. I'm not going to film me coloring it. The layout actually took me 55 minutes to complete, and then once the camera was off and I had a little bit of time, I just colored in that image. And it's a whimsy stamp, and I got it at the Not Too Shabby shop, and I shared that in a recent haul. And that coloring took me, I didn't time it, but it was about 15 minutes. It didn't take too long. So I'm just showing you. Somebody had asked me what did I stamp the stamps with, what ink. It is the Memento black ink, Tuxedo Black, and it really does stamp really nicely. And it also doesn't bleed when you color with your Copic markers. Now, for some reason, I noticed there's a couple of videos. I don't know if it's going to show on the actual taping, but it's kind of pixelated, and I have no idea why it did that. So anyway, I just stopped the recording and I went and checked a bunch of videos after, and none of them seemed to have done this. So I don't know what was going on with this video. Oh man, I was kind of hoping that it wasn't my phone that was given out, because I've recorded a few videos using my camera or my phone, and I was hoping that it's not my camera given out. I'm not quite ready to buy my iPhone 6 yet. I have about half of it saved up, so I'm hoping by the end of April, beginning of May, I'll have, everything saved up to purchase my new iPhone 6. So what I did was I took the Distress Black Soot and I just inked all the edges. And again, I'm going to use up some of those washi tapes that I had kind of taken off the roll, and I just want to use them up. So this is a picture of the Wrentham Village, I guess it's called, and it's a shopping area, and we absolutely love it. I can't believe we actually went once or twice without knowing that it was there, and it's like the next exit. You know what I mean? Like, it's so close, and it's just an amazing place to shop, and they have all kinds of stuff, and they have good deals and everything. So we absolutely love shopping there. So I just wanted to document that. And on some of these washi tape, it actually says happiness is unforgettable, and that's going to be part of my title. It's going to be happiness is, and then I'm going to put shopping in my thickers. So I had a lot of that washi tape that was like the floral, and that I hadn't used, so I just want to make sure that I used it on this layout. So it has a lot of navies and pinks, and I'm almost out of pattern paper at this point. So using pattern papers to, kind of mat the photo is kind of not an option. I kind of mounted a white cardstock from my stash on one of the gray cardstock that came. I believe it was in the the cardstock add-on. I don't know if it was from the February kit or a previous month. What I do is whenever I finish a kit, I just usually I don't have barely any pattern papers, but if I do, I move them ahead, the scraps that I do, and then the little bit of embellishments. I have a little dish on my desk that I put them on, and then I try to use them up. And the cardstock, I move forward to my next kit, because really cardstock is, pretty versatile. So it can go with any, with a lot of different pattern papers. So I like to move them ahead. And I really, really enjoyed these washi tapes that were from Heidi Swap. I end up using, this is the closest that I've come to, killing a washi tape during the making of, the using up of a kit. And it seems that craziness with the pixelated. It's just once in a while now. I think it's pretty much all done, which is good because I know it must be annoying to watch. It just happens once in a while. But like I said, I checked on the other videos and it doesn't seem to be there. So, and it's even there when it's at the regular speed. So I don't know what was going on, but it was just having a little hissy fit. So it's going to take me a few minutes to put down those washi tapes. And basically I'm going to put the navy, I'm going to put it at sort of the top and the bottom of the clusters, and then it really kind of grounds where, you know, the washi tape starts and ends. And then I'm going to use quite a bit of leftovers from the 6x6 pattern paper pad. All I have left is little bits and pieces, and I'm going to use quite a bit on this layout. And I'm just trying to use up, or not use up, I find that the cluster of washi tape is still not big enough for my photo, like where I want my photo to sit. So I'm just adding more and more washi tape, and I'm really liking how it's coming out. So while I'm finishing off putting the washi tape on, I'll just give a shout out to a couple of YouTubers that I have found in the last few months. It's not really recent, but you know, I don't think I've ever given them a shout out. So I like to give them a shout out and go check them out and subscribe to them. The first one is Scrappy Gem, and that's SCRAPPY Gem, JEM. And she is awesome. I love her videos, and she also does she did December Daily before Christmas, and I don't know, I can't remember if she does Project Life. I know she does Project Lives. I don't know if she does videos for Project Lives. Project Life. I just watch so many people. It's really hard to know everything that they put out, but she has quite a few videos to watch, so that's awesome. And the next one is Modern Day Memory Keeper. So that's modern, MODERN, and then a separate word, day, DAY, memory, MEMORY, and then another word, keeper, KEEPER. And she's also awesome. I love her videos, and I love that now people are telling the story behind the photos. I've mentioned that before, and these two are really good at telling the story behind the photo, and I love that. I love that so many people are not only preserving the memory by doing the scrapbook, but by doing videos, and that you know, later on their family will be able to experience the way they experience what was going on in life through their videos. So I love that. So go check them out. And what I'm doing right now is I took a distress stain, and it's the sponge sugar, and we got it in a kit a few months ago. It was in a hip kit color add-on, and I kind of put it in a few areas on the layout, and I love that distress stain. It just adds texture and interest to the background without being overwhelming. And I especially love that sponge sugar color. I have used it so much, and I didn't realize, but I had a second bottle, and it came in a hip kit. But I'm okay because I didn't open the second one, and the first one is almost half gone. So I know that I'm going to be using it a lot and that I'll be using the second one no problem. So now I'm just building up on these layers in behind the photo, just, you know, using pieces of scraps, and where if I don't use them on these few upcoming layouts, they're going to end up in my bin. I don't keep little pieces that big. Unless I had a system. Now, I saw Sarah Swan, she has this little folder thing and she keeps all her little scraps in there. And I could see that being useful. I had 12 by 12 plastic containers that I was keeping them in, and I'm sure there was some in there that had been there for 10 years, not touched. Now, a few weeks ago, I was cleaning under my desk and I chucked all those out because it's sort of the same thing as your clothes, right? If you haven't worn it in a year or more, you're not going to use it, right? So that was sort of how I looked at it. If it had been there for almost 10 years, it's not going to get used. And now the way I scrap now is, I have kits, or, I'm going to be making my own kits, and I'm not going to put it away until the bits and pieces are all used up. And I don't scrap in chronological order. And even if I did, I find that even using the same, like this one here, I had 9 or 10, let's say, pattern papers, and then I had a double of those, and then I had a 6x6 pattern paper pad. I made 16 layouts with it. I finally killed the kit. It's done. I'm going to do the kill a kit video this afternoon. Today's April 6th. And you'll see that even though there's similarities that these layouts have, they don't look anything like the other layout, each other. So that doesn't bother me at all. That even if they're like all these, I scrapbooked quite a bit of our Boston vacation with this kit, and that is fine with me. I love every page. Now, again, I took that My Mind's Eye pattern paper and I punched out with my 1 3/8 circle punch a whole bunch of pink circles, and I'm creating my own background because all I have left as far as 12 by 12, I think I have at this point maybe one 12 by 12 left, or if not, they're already allocated for a specific layout. And I'm going to glue them down using my quick dry adhesive. And then I'm going to again use the Dilution ink that came in the color add-on, and I'm going to draw circles around it with the nozzle. And then I'm going to also use the black Dilution ink that came from my stash. And then, like I said, off camera, I colored the little girl, and what it says on her t-shirt, it says number 1. And I thought that was perfect because, this is probably one of her favorite places to go shopping. And then I used some of the 3x3 cards that were a cut apart from one of the sheets. And one says A Bright Idea, and that's where I'm going to do my journaling. And then the other one says This is the Life. And then I'm going to go in my stash and get some enamel dots. And then there was 2 pieces left of that chipboard, the chipboard stickers, and it said Saturday and Sunday. And a lot of our shopping, we had gone the first weekend that we were there because the kids didn't want to wait. They just wanted to go shopping. So that's why I put Saturday and Sunday. And actually the enamel dots were not from my stash. They were from the kit. And all I have left is 1 row, and I'm going to use them on another layout.